What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Rhea and Fran giving you that Friday energy on a Wednesday, and she is married. Woo! You guys are looking at a full-on wife. There it is.
Yeah, I'm recording from bed.
Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. This podcast is presented to you by Macy's. This is the one you waited for. Macy's VIP sale starts this Thursday, the 26th, with an extra 30% off new fall styles from top brands. And take 15% off your favorite makeup, fragrances, and beauty tools as well. It really is the best time to shop for fall. You know, we're at the end of September. It's officially fall, guys. Summer is quite literally over. So we have to shop for fall. From September 26th to October 7th, you can get a VIP 30% off best brands, 15% off beauty, 30% off clothing, 25% off watches and luggage, and more. So shop now at Macys.com, guys. Do not miss out on these big sales, these big deals. They have quite literally everything you could possibly need. How we feeling? Oh,
Exhausted.
She's still dancing.
Fantastic. I have so many emotions. I am exhausted, but also like wish we could do it all over again, like every day forever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm recording from bed right now, which I literally never do, but I just don't even know where to every time I sit down to like unpack, repack for the honeymoon, I just get distracted. I'm on my phone. Ugh, I mean, what am I supposed to do? I'm getting sent all the pictures right now. Like I'm reliving every moment.
Right, you got to soak it in. And if you weren't recording in bed right now, I'd say, honey, pick up your microphone and get into bed. What are you doing sitting at a desk? You deserve to be in bed. I mean,
I'm recording, Joe.
Oh my God, husband's there.
Oh shit, he's in the room.
Oh my God, I'm giddy. Husband's in the room. Well, I'll start by saying a few words.
Okay.
as
You're like, I actually have nothing prepared, but if I must.
No, as a guest of the weekend and the wedding itself, because it was Thursday night was your birthday was on Friday, so you had a little something at Thursday night at the bar. Friday was rehearsal dinner and wedding party, welcome party, and then Saturday was, of course, the wedding. And I already posted this on my Instagram story, but for those who may have missed it, so you might sound repetitive to you, Fran, but it's never enough. You can never hear it enough times. I will say the way that you and Joe carried yourselves through this entire weekend was truly beautiful to see, and I really admired every moment of it. I truly did. Okay, now I'm gonna start crying, and every time somebody asks me how the wedding was, I start crying. I really admired your guys' whole demeanor throughout the entire weekend, because it was pouring and it was windy and it, was something you were afraid of. And I think that's something any bride is afraid of leading up to that day.
When you plan an outdoor,
specifically you, because your wedding was fully outside, ceremony and reception. But the way you carried yourself with such grace throughout the entire weekend and such a positive attitude was so incredibly beautiful to watch, and it made me feel so proud of you and you guys as a couple, because I think there are so many situations and maybe so many people that wouldn't have had such a positive attitude, but maybe a little cheesy, your love and happiness was the sunshine of the weekend. And I truly, truly mean that from the bottom of my heart. Just the way your friends and family spoke about you guys was so meaningful. You really felt every word that every person was saying. You could truly feel that every person meant it with their entire heart. And I thought that was so beautiful to, obviously, I have witnessed you guys as a couple and I have witnessed your love, but for everybody in the room to talk about you guys as a couple and the beautiful love and respect that you guys have for each other and your infectious personalities was just incredible to witness the entire weekend. I truly was so emotional the entire weekend and so, so, so happy for you guys. And I just admire you both so much because it was a beautiful, beautiful 3 days. Every single day had something special to it. You know, even not just the wedding day, the rehearsal dinner, the welcome party, the night before your birthday. Every moment felt so special to be a part of. And I just love you guys so much. I really do.
Oh, thank you. You know we love you. I think, like you said, it's just being surrounded by so many amazing people. I think that's what really helped us because it's like, yeah, where we were stressed because there was some moments Thursday, Friday where we were like, I don't know if everybody's even going to be able to get here. Like it was
Right.
30, 40 mile an hour winds. Like
Right.
it was raining. Like you were texting me, you're like, I just got off the airplane. My feet are soaked. It was the airport was wet.
They made us walk through 7 inches of water. When we landed the plane, they were like, there's going to be they didn't even say puddle. They were like, there's going to be 7 inches of water when you get off this plane. So everybody's getting wet. And I was like, I'm just happy to be here.
Yourself.
Fucking soak me up. I'm just happy to be here.
Exactly. That's why I was like, thank God everybody got here. And then truly, like, I just feel so grateful for my family and all the girls and you and my sister and Joe and everybody were like, I felt comfortable enough all weekend where I didn't even feel like I needed to have some sort of freak out about the weather or whatever. Like at a certain point, it was I was laughing on Saturday because I just said, you know, it's not like Thursday and Friday were gorgeous, and then we woke up Saturday morning and we were like, oh no, not on the wedding day.
Yeah.
Like I had 2 full days to prepare because when I woke up on Saturday morning and I laid in bed and I heard my house like fucking blowing away in the wind, I was like, all right, fucking sack up. This is the way it's gonna be today. And it's gonna be great and we're gonna make it work. And of course, there are some things that I wasn't fully able to do, and pictures we weren't able to take that I wanted to take, and moments, but all the new opportunities that we got to have because of all the shifts was a whole new experience. And we're gonna look back and love those moments and have those moments. And oh my God, it was just so great. Like you said, everybody just had some amazing words. On Friday, my brother and Joe's sister and our friend Bridget spoke at dinner, which was so great because if you guys know and you've listened, like it's funny, big shout out to Gramercy Ale House because Bridget was like, I am basically making this speech around Gramercy Ale House, which has been like our cheers bar, but she has really like gotten the full. Oh, she joked during their speech. She's like, "You called me girlfriend number two." It was like we did a lot of stuff together, so that was a lot of fun. And then his cousin Billy, who was also his co-best man, spoke at the welcome party, and he brought the fucking house down.
Let
Like
me
it
tell
was
you
the
guys.
truly the funniest speech I think I've ever heard at a wedding. Like it was, everyone was dying.
This was the fucking funniest speech I have ever heard. I legitimately almost started rolling around on the ground and like hollering. Like I almost started barking at him. Like that's how much he was making me laugh. It was so fucking funny. Like I can't even put into words how funny this speech really was. Like it was so fucking funny. I've been like reciting some of the lines to my family. I'm like, you guys should have heard this speech. I'm like, you guys should have heard this. It was so fucking good. Oh, it was
Like it was such a
incredible.
perfect balance of like love and sentimental moments. And, he and Joe have grown up together, and he's actually the one that introduced the two of us.
Mhm.
So that was obviously included in part of the speech and talking about me and our relationship. And then he basically wrapped it up by just roasting Joe in a way that was so well done, because it wasn't like, it was just the perfect balance of funny and not mean, like it was just like, where it was like, it is his wedding, like,
Yeah.
but it was just, it was he
No,
nailed it, he
it
really
was
did.
it was absolute perfection, and I typically don't love like a roast style speech because sometimes people could
Yeah,
just get straight up mean. But this
totally.
wasn't mean. It just was so fucking funny. And like if you are close to you guys, then you really get it. Which
Yeah,
I loved because like you looked over at me a couple of times and I was like, I am going to lose it. Like I am seriously can't hold myself together. I'm laughing so hard. Like it was
there was a part of the speech where he just paused for a second, just like in between sentences, and so loud my grandma just goes, oh, love it.
No, Mima was highlight of my weekend. Like, oh my god. So, I mean,
Oh,
I'm
my
jumping
grandma
ahead
is
to
something else.
the reception, which was so much fun. Great band,
Great. Shout
like
out Mike Benjamin.
great
Killed
band.
it.
I mean, shout out to your mom, Laura, for absolutely crushing the decor of this wedding.
Yep.
It was stunning. The flowers, the intricate details, the flowers and everything hanging above the dance floor, like so stunning. But there was one moment where a shout came on, obviously, but instead of your usual shout, Joe took the mic and performed the entirety, not just a little part,
Yes.
the entirety of Shout on stage, which, by the way, was my favorite part of the reception because we were all acting like we were at like a Harry Styles concert. Like we
Truly.
were like, ah, like we were like literally like screaming, jumping up and down. Mima was holding on to me for dear life because a lot of tall men hanging around, like bumping into Mima. I'm like, watch out. And she's holding on to me for dear life. And she's like, oh my God, he's so good, right? He's so good. And I was like, literally, I felt like we were at like a legit concert.
No, truly, the pictures are I don't have all the photos yet, obviously, but the ones that I do have are so funny because I might as well be like, I'm like borderline, take your top off. Like I'm like,
No, literally.
I'm like reaching for him. Like he's like,
Yeah. Oh my
it's
God,
like,
it's so
oh
good. And
my
by the way,
God,
you
it
mentioned
was so
pictures.
funny.
I wanted to say this before. The rainy day pictures are just so romantic. And
They
on
are.
top of the rainy day pictures, I truly think that because of the rain, it created a very intimate vibe to
Yeah.
the wedding, and everyone was so close. And
I felt that way for the ceremony for sure, because obviously, like the ceremony we ended up having under a tent, which
mhm.
was not supposed to happen. It was supposed to be out on the lawn without a tent, and everything be a little bit more spread out. So we ended up having to do the ceremony under the tent, and then we transitioned that quickly into the cocktail tent as well, so that everybody was under there for the cocktail party. But coming into the ceremony tent and having it be like packed, truly standing room only. We didn't have enough seats. So, like, kind of having that be the ceremony vibe was really, really very intimate, and it felt really special, despite feeling like we were also inside of a helicopter, the way the wind was blowing the sides of the tent.
No, it was so intimate and
It
so
was, it was, I
romantic
mean,
and
yeah,
so
yeah,
special. And you guys did truly such a beautiful job with your vows. Both of the words that you
thank
guys
you.
spoke about each other were so special and so beautiful. And you can really feel the love in that moment. And I love you guys didn't take your eyes off each other the entire time, just fully in the moment, embracing it all. And I loved witnessing it.
I said this to you too because we were texting about the weather after, and I was just like, you know what? It sounds cheesy, but I was just so excited to get married. Like
Yes.
I the day was funny. There was such a build up, such a lead up, all the planning, the calls,
Mhm.
just like finally pulling up to the venue and being like, oh my God, it's happening. Like if my dress was trashed, my it's like all these things that are just like, oh, whatever it is. Like I had there was actually a couple moments that were really, really nice. One of them was the vans pulled up and we were gonna do our first look at my house, but we changed it to do it at the venue because of the weather. So I got out, everyone got out of the van and our planning the team that we had there, which was also amazing. Um, Plan at Martha's Vineyard in Nantucket. They do weddings up there. They were amazing. We worked with Doriana. She was fantastic. And her guy Rob, who was, like a like wedding coordinator vibe. Like he says he's an execution guy. And he
Mm-hmm.
and he absolutely was. He was like, here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna stay in the van. We're gonna bring everyone inside. We're gonna go get Joe. We're gonna do the first look. So for like 5 minutes, I was just in the van with the driver, silence. I think he was afraid to say anything. I was just sitting in silence. There was no mute, like there was nothing on the rate. Like it was just
Yeah,
silent. But it was actually so nice because I just had like 5 minutes to myself. And I
absolutely.
actually got to watch them like bring Joe out of the building. And obviously I had not seen him since the night before. We stayed in separate places the night before the wedding and we didn't really talk at all leading up. So like I just got so excited even just to see him come
Mm-hmm.
out, which was so great. And then we had our first look. And then before the ceremony, when everybody was lined up, we also had like 5 minutes in one of the rooms in the museum that we could just kind of regroup and talk to each other
Mm-hmm.
and have that moment. So those were really, 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 really nice. And it's funny because Joe and I keep saying like, oh, it couldn't have gone better. It's just everything went so well. And it's funny because people are like, oh, but the weather. And we're like, oh yeah, I mean the weather, but like
Right, but
but
that's something is so out of your control
yeah,
that like
it really it
it,
it
it
really was.
I
And there's
mean,
some things that like I'm sad like I didn't get a full, and of course this always happens. I think this happens to a lot of bride and grooms is they don't get to like fully experience their own wedding. They're taking
mhm.
pictures, they're off doing other things. So like there was parts of the cocktail hour that I was like, oh like I wish I got to fully experience all of it. But I got my martini because
Yes, you
we had a
did.
martini bar with special martini menu, which oh my God, also by the way, I have to send her something and I'll obviously you'll probably see it on Instagram as well. But my cousin, Grace, did all the, graphic design for the drinks, the menu, the schedule of events, all those
Wow.
things. She did all of
That's
those. She is
incredible.
so talented.
That's amazing.
Nobody in my like me, JB, and Gia did not get one inkling of the artist gene. Like it's like the Mariano side of our family. We have one family, they're like all amazing musicians. Shout out my Heckelman cousins.
Mhm.
They're like all amazing musicians. Grace is an amazing artist. So it was just really cool
That's amazing. That's so
to
special
have that
that your cousin did
and like
that.
see that vision come to life in those moments.
Everybody has a type, and Away is yours. Their shampoo and conditioner are made to deliver what's just right for your hair type. I have loved Way for years now. I've been using their products for years because they're the best. With Way, you'll get hydration that won't weigh you down. You like that play on words? Plus extra benefits. You can upgrade your shower routine with their wash day, products you can have for fine hair, medium, or thick strands. So whatever you have. And if you want soft and shiny hair that doesn't weigh you down, Way's conditioning hair mask for fine to medium and thick hair types instantly restores hydration, fights frizz, and strengthens strands. So wash your way to healthy hair and get a hair routine that's made just for you by Way. Go to THEOUAI.com and use promo code CHICKS for 15% off any product. That's THEOUAI.com, code CHICKS.
All I know is I walked into the cocktail tent and I was like, I need my dirty martini.
Yep.
And I looked at my mom and I was like, Mom, please get me a plate of oysters. I don't even know where the raw bar is in here. It was packed. She
Right.
was like, I'm on it. So thankfully, those were those moments were had, and then got to take amazing photos. I could not be more obsessed with my photographer. Could kiss her on the mouth. I love everything about her.
She was incredible. She was so sweet too. So
Truly,
sweet.
she is the best energy. She's such a doll. Ugh, Emma, love you. She
Aww.
makes and it was so nice because we did get to take engagement pictures together and all those things. So it felt like we already had that relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So that when she came in, I was like, oh, comfortable. And I
Right.
knew, funny enough, we actually had a kind of a rainy day for our engagement photos. It was rainy and cold. So I was like, look, I know she's gonna crush this.
Yeah. No, she
Um,
did so I mean, it's
so
just
yeah, I mean, just
incredible.
all
And
the
her
faith in the
whole
world. But
vibe was just great to add to the
yeah,
wedding,
and
you know?
I know. I can't like rave enough about all of our vendors. We kind of like girl boss pretty hard, I'm not gonna lie. Like everybody, a lot of great ladies. Our flowers from Aubrey.
Hell
Taylor did
yeah.
the catering from Buckley's Catering on Friday and Saturday night. The food was so
So
good.
good. It was so good.
So good. Really. Joe was joking. He's like, I think I had two and a half entrees. Like he was like, it was it was so good. And Aubrey, like, just every vision that my mom and I had of what we wanted the flowers to look like, she delivered and then some. Like, she went above and beyond for us,
hmm
and it really showed with how magical everything looked. And just having like my grandparents there, I got to dance with my grandfather.
Oh, it's
Sneaky better dancer than my dad. Love you, dad, but
my
yeah,
heart watching
uh,
you dance with your grandpa.
I mean,
Oh, I have a
my
video.
God.
I have a video of
Just
Mima just watching everything go down.
if you want the real inside look was Mima. I watched when we were in the van on the way to the wedding. Mima was sitting in the front seat. I was behind her. I'm looking, I could see her phone. And my aunt's texting her. She's like, how's everything going? She's like about to text all these pictures of me to my aunt. I'm like, I'm like, stop. I go, Mima, she's about to see me in 20 minutes. Walk down the aisle. You don't need to send her the picture.
Right, right. Oh my God, that's so funny.
Now,
Mima with the pictures.
oh my God, the pictures. I know. It was actually very funny. Of course, like you just can't control. I know some people say, oh, no phones during the ceremony, all these things, you have rules. And I just like pe people get so excited.
Yeah,
They want to document
right.
things. I get it. Like I get it as a guest when
hmm
I'm in there in the seat. Like I'm like, oh God, like I wish I could take a picture of this. Like it's you so it is what it is, but it is actually it's very funny. I waited a little bit obviously to post stuff because I just wanted my real photos, like my
hmm
photos from Emma. And there are some like the fucking gall of some people. Truly.
No, no. You're
It's
telling me.
it's out of this world. A girl, and I'm gonna put her on blast. Sorry, like if you listen, like love you, but like wild move. She, I don't know, from whoever one of my family members' social media, which once again cannot control.
hmm
She she tweeted at me a screenshot of text that her mom sent her of me in my dress with my aunt and I forget who else and tweeted it at me. I think she tagged you. I think she tagged Barstool Sports. I think she tagged. I was like, "Girl, come on! I haven't posted one thing yet. You're gonna
I
throw out a tweet with my dress."
I don't know how people don't realize this because I quite frankly I had enough at one point and I responded back to somebody who, once again love you,
Yeah,
but people were messaging me constantly like, "Why haven't you posted Fran? Why haven't you posted Fran? Why haven't you posted Fran?" And I'm like, I responded back to someone because they were like, "You better give us updates. You have to post Fran. Why are you posting Fran?" And I said, I understand I wrote back and I said something along these lines. Like, I understand your excitement, but I won't be posting anything of Fran until she does. I want to
yeah,
respect that. Like, to me, that's wild to think I'm going to post you in your dress before you do. I was like security out there, making sure people weren't blowing up your spot. Like
I
obviously I wasn't
know.
telling your family and your friends, and I was like, no, because you had
Yeah,
expressed to me that you weren't going to tell people not to post them, but that you weren't necessarily going to repost them.
Yeah. Yep.
initially. And so I just wanted to respect that, and I just felt like it would be the most insane fucking move if I was like, oh my God, I'm going on Instagram live at Fran's wedding. Follow me. Here's Fran and her dress. Like, I just couldn't believe that people would assume that I would, or were like mad that I wasn't posting you. And I was
No,
like,
I know they were going to my siblings too.
yeah,
Like
no,
even
oh no,
G and JB were
JB
both
said
getting
something to me
messages.
too. JB was
Yeah.
like, they keep messaging me to show them. Am I an idiot? I'm going to show my sister's dress. Like, what? Like, I
I
just
know.
like,
I just think it's
obviously,
pretty standard that like
it's
you wait for the
very
bride to share her photos
it's
and then it's open season.
it's
And I told
extremely,
everyone, I was
yeah,
like, look, I'm so fine, like post like my bridesmaids, a lot of my friends, like they're on, they have private Instagrams, like of course,
right.
whatever, if things it is what it is. Um, but like of course where it's a bigger public platform, I'm like, well, I'm gonna post my pictures
Just
and
fucking
I'm
in,
not gonna wait weeks, but
right.
it's only Monday.
Just insane to get mad at me and be like, why aren't you posting Fran? First of all, I was living in the moment, honey. I
Yeah.
barely have pictures on my phone, which part of me is upset about. I have some really, really cute, good ones. And part of me is upset about it, but part of me is like, damn, that shows how fucking fun it was and how much we were all living in the moment that I don't even have that much to share from my phone because we were so in it. Like I just wanted to enjoy the moment with you guys, and I feel like we all did that. And I feel like it was, once again, it was so much fun, like
Yeah.
truly. So I was sad it was over on Sunday. I texted you, I was like, damn, like I'm so happy for you going on your honeymoon, but like I'm sad this is over. Like it was so fun, but it's so amazing. There's so many special things to come. I mean, I'm so happy for you guys. I'm so excited for you guys to have this foundation of husband and wife and life to come after this. Like there's so many, this is just the beginning. There's so many beautiful moments to be had, and even just the quiet moments of just everyday life as husband and
Exactly.
wife are just so beautiful. And I couldn't be happier for you guys, and your love just it really shined through the entire weekend. It really really was incredible to
Thank
watch you
you.
guys. And I know I'm sort of repeating myself because it is true. Like I listening to the words that everyone had to say, like I just was in awe
Yeah,
of everybody. I mean, JB and Gia, they crushed their speeches.
I did.
They really did
Gia was great.
an amazing job. I was mentioned in both and in your dad's speech, so I feel honored.
Yes, I was like, yes, full mention, and
What
my dad too.
I
And he
wasn't.
walked down the aisle with JB.
Yeah, I
So
did. Well, JB had 3 runs. Okay, so
JB did have three
JB,
runs.
my man was used and abused by the time he got to me.
I know.
He walked your mom down, and then he walked Mima
Mima,
down, your grandma, and then he walked me down, which to be
elite group.
no, I really, you have no idea how honored I am that you put me in that group, because obviously how special your mom and your grandma are to you. Obviously, it goes
Yeah,
without saying. And to have your brother walk them down and also me, I was so incredibly touched. I was so honored. And I did joke around. I was like, by the time you get to me, you better still put pizzazz into this walk, because I know you're going to get tired by the time it gets to me. But this walk still matters, JB. It still matters. But we were laughing. We were like, this is a big photo op moment for the two of us.
no,
um,
the 100%. JB's trying to up his social
oh,
media.
JB was like, he was like, this is going to be great for my Instagram.
Yeah, great con. He's posting videos of him dancing with my little cousin.
Oh,
Like,
no, it's great.
You know
He's
exactly what he's doing.
eating it up. But I
Yeah.
really felt so honored to be a part of your day. And I wasn't expecting to be mentioned JB and Gia's, but I definitely wasn't expecting to be mentioned in your dad's. And I was like, oh my God. And I was like, oh, full Maria. I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
Oh yeah, no, he's
both
going full government
JB and
name.
your dad went full Maria. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
that's me.
full
Um,
government name for sure for speeches. But no,
they had
and I
such
do.
beautiful words to say about you and Joe, which I just love to
Yeah,
hear so much.
it really was. It really was waterworks because they really nailed it. And Gia was so great.
She was so great. Such a great speech.
She was a great maid of honor. She fulfilled her duties wonderfully. She made me this beautiful scrapbook of notes and letters from my mom, my both my grandmas, all my aunts, all my bridesmaids. Really, 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 really special and something that I will have for the rest of my life. And you know me, like it's and my mom and I are both kind of like this where it wasn't until like everybody left that my mom has not stopped crying. Like it was,
Mm-hmm.
game face until it's kind of over. And I sometimes have those moments too where it's like when I'm thinking about it now alone, like in the moment I'm like so focused and I was as we were getting ready, it's like you have 9 million thoughts going through your mind. But I was going through it again on Sunday and it was just so, so sweet. And everybody just, ugh, I'm just the luckiest gal in the world. And I also really, truly could not thank you enough, you personally, because you just like, you show up in the best ways. You know exactly what I need. You know exactly what I'm looking for. You show up with little slippers for me. You got my cake cutting knife. Like all these little things that other people would probably forget about and not realize are important, you realize are important. And that means so much to me. Those were all these little things that I was running around being like, Rhea got me this. Rhea got me this. I'm like, oh, you like my slippers? Rhea got them for me. Oh, you like this? And it's like, oh yeah, the knives. Rhea got these for me. We cut our cake. I immediately beeline to you. I was like, we cut our cake. Cause now like the cake cutting is like a 3 second thing that you do like alone. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
like not as, obviously everybody does it differently, but I ran over to you. I was like, okay, deal. I'm like, don't let anybody get you your knife now because I gotta get you your knife. So
Yeah,
don't let anybody get you your knife.
I have a
And we
picture
shook
of
on
us.
it, so it's basically locked in gold.
Right, I have a picture of us shaking on it. Oh, thank you so much. I really just wanted you to have the most special weekend that you could possibly have and have it be the best weekend ever. And I feel like you had that. I really do.
Thank you. I felt that. I mean, we were cracking up nonstop, even just getting ready. I mean, we've talked about Haley 9 million times on this show. We love her to death, our makeup artist
Oh,
who
she's
does
the
all of our
best.
shows. And she is just the best. And I texted her and I just said, I don't think you like, and I'll say it again here, but I just don't think she can fully understand how comforting it is to have her at these big moments
Mm-hmm.
because she is such a rock and we trust her so much. Like, it can be I know it's a superficial thing to worry about, but it's such a big thing where like you want to feel the most confident on your wedding day
Of
and you want your
course.
makeup, you want your hair to look
Of
beautiful, and
course.
you want to love it. So
Right.
knowing like without a doubt, I never had 1 second of worry that I wasn't gonna love everything that they did. And Taryn as well with my hair,
Mm-hmm.
amazing. These girls crushed it. All the bridesmaids look fantastic. Selena,
Everybody looks
Mariah, everyone that helped with like everybody's hair and makeup looked so good. Like
everybody
everybody was raving
looks
about it.
I'm not kidding. Everybody looks so good. Me and Haley
So good.
were actually texting the next morning. Haley really has become not just like she's an incredible makeup artist, but really has become such a good friend as
Totally.
well. And I literally trust her with my life. And
Yeah.
we were texting the next morning, and I was like, I have never seen a group of bridesmaids look as good as everybody did. Like, they crushed the hair and makeup. You know, we love getting out to live events, whether it's a concert or a game. A couple of weeks ago, Fran went to Hans Zimmer, which was awesome. And this is all thanks to Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. You know how much we love Game Time. And now with their brand new Game Time Picks feature, they're making it even easier to get to a game. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. Listen. I've been wanting to go to Sabrina Carpenter. I've been wanting to go to a bunch of concerts, and I'm looking at Game Time. I even maybe want to get to a game. Well, football season's here. Maybe I want to get to a football game, and I'm going to look at Game Time. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHICKS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms do apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHICKS for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it? It is game time. Everybody crushed their dress because you left it up to us to pick our bridesmaids dresses. You gave us color and we all sent you the dresses before. Yep. Probably should have sent it to your aunt who wore the same.
I was waiting to see if you were going to bring it up or not.
Who wore the same fucking dress as me.
Really, one of the funny is this like will go down as one of the funniest moments of the day. Truly, like you came into the room and you were like, there is somebody, and I don't know who it is, but we are in the same dress.
I couldn't believe it.
It's so, and I feel terrible because honestly, like I know she is it's a family member of mine. I know that she had to have been mortified that was the scenario because it's like truly that is so hard to do. Like she doesn't know the color of the dress. Like everybody got to pick their own dress. Your dress is beautiful. So like people love that dress. And I'm sorry. I just immediately laughed. Like we
laughed so hard. And if I'm being dead honest, like if I'm going to be completely honest, this was no cheap dress. I shelled out for your wedding. So in nowhere in my brain did I think someone else was going to pay this amount of money to wear this dress at your wedding. Like I did not even for a second think there could be a possibility. And that's not to say, I'm just saying like when you're a guest at a wedding, you don't shell out this amount of money for a dress. When you're a bride, this was such a special wedding to me that I was like, I'm gonna shell out for this. Yep. Would I have shelled out that money for to be a guest at someone? You know what I mean? Like, no, but this was your wedding. So I was like, this is going to be a special dress. And she had the same thought, I guess. She had the same thought. Hey, great taste. Great taste.
Yep, exactly.
That's all you could say. Great taste. But everybody...
Really, because it is a beautiful dress.
It's a beautiful dress, but everybody was making fun of me out there. I was like, all right, I understand. It's the talk of the town. Move it along, people. The worst was when I heard your nieces were talking about it. They're so young. I couldn't believe my ears.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's funny. No, it's funny.
And then truly an absolute highlight was that I was just cracking up. Like I love my grandma so much. My Mima is, she is 30 years old at heart. Like it is really incredible. She was in the middle of the dance floor all night, having the best time, but we were cracking up because any of Joe's friends, like she's just the matchmaker in her. She's running around. She's like, he's cute. He's cute. Like I can just see which one she's targeting. And I'm like looking over. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta rescue Joe's friend. Like they're just, and it got to the point during the reception that I noticed my grandma she's my mother's mom. So she is pulling one of my cousins on my dad's side. And I'm like, who's in high school? And I'm like, what is she doing? And I go over, I'm like, Mima, what are you doing? She goes, oh, I'm going to introduce him to one of my cousins on my mom's side. I'm like, Mima, we're not setting up cousins. That's not what we're doing on the dance floor. She goes, they're not. What do you mean they're not related? I'm like, oh my God, but it's my cousins on my mom's side with cousins on my dad's side.
Right.
Yes, I understand.
They're both related to you.
They're not blood related, but weird.
They have a mutual cousin. You know what I mean? Imagine two people getting together and they have the same cousins.
They have a mutual. I know. I started throwing examples out to her. I'm like, that would be like me and blah blah. She's like, oh no. I'm like, no,
it is.
We're not. I was like, Friday night, you wanna try and set up the single people at the wedding? Go ahead. She's dragging my friend Lauren around the welcome party
I
left and
mean,
right. Go ahead. But we're not doing cousins.
the funniest part to me was Friday night. She's tried setting up your friends with each other's boyfriends. And your friends had to be like, Mima, that's so-and-so's boyfriend. And she was like, well, they're not married.
Oh God.
Oh
my
shit, it was
God.
funny. It was
She
really
cracks me up. She loves Bridget, and she's been in her mind imagining setting up Bridget with one of my second cousins, like one of her sister's grandkids. For like, she's always brought up. It's never they don't even know each other. They never met. It's just like in my grandma's mind. And Bridget is now in a relationship, and she's very happy. And my Aunt Rose was at the wedding, who's the grandmother of my cousin. And my Aunt Rose has heard Mima talk about Bridget for years. And I overheard Aunt Rose being like, "Oh, I gotta meet Bridget," and Mima being like, "Forget it.
It's done. It's over.
Forget it. It's done. Shiz. It's
out the window now."
It's just so funny. She had such a beautiful marriage, and she and my grandfather had such an unbelievable relationship and marriage, and they loved each other so much. And I just feel like especially after he's passed, like she just wants other people to be in love and like be in relationships.
That is so sweet. No, she's the best.
She's just the best. She really is just the best. But we were cracking up. We really were. I was like, we cannot be setting up cousins with each other. That is just not going to happen.
That is so funny.
Oh God, it was a beautiful, oh my God, you would have died, Rhea. When we left first of all, the after party, the DJ, people thought we hired him. We did not. He was just the DJ at the bar, and he crushed it.
So much fun. Oh my God. We were acting like we were
back at the club.
We were acting like we were at 11 in Miami. We were like acting like it was your actual bachelorette party again.
100%. We absolutely were. It was amazing. It was so much fun. And we were drinking, and Joe and I hit the point where we were like, all right, it's time to go. We run back to our hotel, which we were staying right in town so we could walk. And I have this dress. My second dress has so many buttons. And Joe would do like 2 buttons and be like, I can't do anymore. And I was like, I don't know how much time passed. I was like, you have to keep unbuttoning. I'm stuck in the dress.
You have to keep going.
You'd be like, oh, I can't get them all. I'm like, you have to get up and take it.
Oh my God. I feel like that is such a good post-wedding story. Right, because it's like everyone has this image of like the post-wedding story, and it's like
you're like you put on your little lingerie and you get into bed.
Right,
and it's like,
right. Yeah. No, it's like meanwhile you're like, I'm fucking exhausted. Get this dress off me.
He's like on the couch, and I'm like shaking him, like you need to finish unbuttoning this dress.
Oh my God, that is so funny. That's incredible.
But it was really
spectacular.
Wait, I have this. Noah, did you have a good time?
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt you guys. This has been great, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks.
But yes, I had a fantastic time. Very happy for you, Fran.
Thank you.
There were some tearjerker moments too. I was dancing with Mima.
Dancing, yeah. Noah somehow evaded Mima.
Yeah, you said that to me at the end of the welcome party. You said she's gonna find you, and then I don't know.
I don't know how.
Very impressive. But I was gonna say, Joe and I did open a lot of our cards, and Noah wrote us a very lovely card.
That's so sweet.
We'll keep that between us.
Oh wow! I didn't know if you were gonna open it before you left.
No, I just wanted to publicly acknowledge that he wrote us a beautiful card, and I chuckled multiple times, Noah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yep.
That's so sweet.
It was very well done. I was impressed.
Noah.
I read it to my whole family.
Aww. Noah's a great card writer.
It was really good. He threw a Jonas Brothers reference in there too.
Oh my God, that's amazing. You have to. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that makes me so happy. Good. Noah and I stayed in a house together all weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Rhea and I
God.
have
And now
been
you're
together
and now you're
forever.
in Chicago together.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that picture, is that what we're going to talk about?
No, I wasn't going to talk about
okay.
that. I was going to talk about how the night after the welcome party, I always talk about this. I don't smoke anymore, but it's like every 2 months you'll catch me in a situation where I will. And we smoked after the welcome party. And I just started playing every Cheetah Girls song I could find. And I was like, Noah, how haven't you seen this before? And I was just playing every single video for him. Then we started.
Bet on it.
Yeah, bet on. So obviously Matt and Kelly were with us as well. And, you know, me and Kelly, we were singing every word to every song. And it got to a point where I started getting annoyed at both of our voices. I was like, all right, let's play the quiet game when Bet On It is on. Let's just watch Zac Efron perform. And so, because I was so high, I was like, I just want to watch Zac Efron fucking perform this. I was like, and you know, I don't really like,
I just want to take in the moment.
I was like, I really want to take in the moment. Which was funny and fun. And then we got into Hairspray. And we went right into Hairspray, which Noah and Matt both haven't seen Hairspray. So that'll be the next movie I watch with Matt. I'm definitely going to show him Hairspray.
That's a must. We obviously played Hairspray as we were getting ready as well.
Duh.
I can hear the bells.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It was so
makes
good.
me emotional.
Yeah, Fran, I went up to Joe at one point after the band basically did like a Grateful Dead set, and it was like, that was the best thing I've ever seen. Like, I was just standing next to the band, like off the stage. Because I was like, I just got to get a good view of this.
No, we saw you just rocking out solo. There was
that was so, it was such like a boy thing. Like, I was like, all right, Joe, I'm happy for you. Because all the boys were like running up to Joe being like, that was amazing. Like, blah, blah,
right.
I'm like, yeah, of course.
I gotta
like,
be honest, I didn't know those songs. I still danced, but I didn't know them.
No, completely. It was good. He's great.
Yeah, they were great. Checks in the Office is sponsored by BetterHelp. Kids are always learning and growing, but as adults, sometimes it's easy to lose that curiosity. What's something you'd like to learn? Maybe you want to pick up a new hobby. Maybe you want to pick up something new like gardening, painting, maybe a new language. Maybe you just want to get really good at bowling. Who knows? Therapy can help you reconnect with your sense of wonder because your back to school era can come at any age. BetterHelp is good because it's online, and if you're thinking of starting therapy, you can give BetterHelp a try, and you don't need to leave the comfort of your home. It's good because it's online, so you can be in the comfort of your own space. It's designed entirely online and designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Rediscover your curiosity with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/office today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/office. There was a moment where I heard Matt and Joe tell each other they loved each other, and I was like, oh, that makes me really happy.
Isn't that so nice?
It was so nice. It was like, love you, bro. Love you, bro.
Yeah.
I was so happy. I was like, yeah, classic.
Just feeling the love. But, oh, God. It was, all right. I could go on and on and on, truly. I really could. But I have to leave for the airport at 8 a.m. and I don't have a single thing.
Yeah,
repacked.
you gotta pack.
But my last note I want to say, is just also one big acknowledgement, and you said it before too, but my mom and Joe's family, amazing. I love them so much. Joe's mom is the absolute best.
The best.
She planned this little surprise cake dance performance with the groomsmen that was so funny. I was like Chippendales. Like,
she is so cute. I really do love her so much. I had some good conversations with her this weekend, some good laughs together. I really love her too.
Yeah, I cannot thank them enough. Joe's whole family, his dad, his brother-in-law officiated the wedding.
Fantastic job.
We love him. He did an amazing job. But my mom really just crushed it. And she deserves all the love in the world, all the kudos. It was, and we mentioned it multiple times, but she worked her ass off, getting everything together, putting together these welcome bags, and everybody got sweatshirts and all this. She just really went above and beyond, and it was so beautiful. And it was just amazing. I just love her so much. It was just so good.
She really did such an incredible job, and you can tell how much she put her whole heart into everything, like her whole entire heart and soul into that wedding. She did such a phenomenal job. It was so beautiful. And I watched her get a little emotional when your dad, acknowledged that in the speech, and I could see in her face that she was like, this was all worth it. She
started sobbing as soon as everybody left the house on Sunday.
Yeah, and rightfully so. She deserves that moment. She held it together so perfectly the entire weekend, and she deserved to have that moment to just like let it all out and acknowledge that she really did such an amazing job. Like she is an incredible woman. She crushed it.
It was amazing. So I love you guys.
I love you so much. Fun. Have so much fun. Have so much fun.
I'll see you on the other side.
Have the absolute best time on your honeymoon. Soak up every single moment, okay? Don't worry about a thing. Soak up the moment. I know it's hard to not, look at your phone with all the beautiful pictures, but I know Joe is great at putting the phone down.
Mr. Disconnect.
Yes. So I think he will be a great help as to helping you disconnect as well.
Absolutely.
And you guys are going to have the best time, and I can't wait to hear all the stories and see all the pictures. And once again, a big congratulations to our Franny girl and Joe. I love you guys so, so, so much. Truly just an incredible weekend.
Amazing. No, I'm going to request that if you're including a thumbnail of the way that I look right now, I want it to be just this. So I'm covering my face.
Thumbnail, I think, should be a picture of you in your wedding dress.
Maybe we'll cut you in.
Yeah.
You can just, that would be nice too.
You in your wedding dress. I got some pictures.
Maybe just not me like in bed, like this,
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I love you guys.
I love you so much.
Have fun in Chicago, and I will see you in October.
Oh my God. I'll see you in October, but I'll text you. Okay. We'll talk.
Okay.
All right. I love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.